Hey y'all. So look, I'm typing right now because I want to let everybody know that I'm live on YouTube. But man, I gotta get up here to just talk to y'all real quick because I'm in a mood. And I want to share with you guys something I think that y'all should hear. So, how y'all doing? I'm gonna get ready to broadcast in just a minute. And hold on, I just want to turn on a lot of my stuff. And how y'all doing? For everybody that's joining me, I want to just have a little truth moment. This is something that I like to do because I feel like as an entrepreneur, not a lot of people are willing to share the truths about everything when it comes to entrepreneurship. And today I want to jump up here and talk to y'all. All right, so anyways, so as y'all can see, Crown is right here in my face begging. I don't want to be too long up here because he wants to go outside. And so I won't be too long so we can take him outside. But anywho, y'all, I just want to jump up here. How y'all doing to everybody? This is what I would call a car chronicles, but it's not, I'm not in the car, I'm in the house. So hold on one sec. Let me turn on the light so I can have better lighting for y'all. Hey y'all, so much better lighting. So anyways, I'm getting ready to head out to Atlanta, Georgia tomorrow. I am speaking at a workshop in Columbia, South Carolina on Saturday. So I'm flying in on tomorrow to actually be able to get there. And I wanted to jump up here because I wanted to talk to you about entrepreneurship and being a leader. I have been blessed to be able to be a full-time entrepreneur now since 2009. Hold on, y'all. Hey, look, as y'all come on in, don't be strangers or don't be shy. Let me know who you are, unless you're just here because you want to be nosy. That's cool. I don't mind. It's part of life. I've been blessed to be a full-time entrepreneur since 2009. I started off in the space as far as full-time in the world of network marketing. And I'm gonna tell you, like, I never, hey Dara, hey girl, how you doing? I ain't heard from you in a month of Sundays. I pray that all is well with you and your baby. I was blessed to be able to start in the network marketing industry back in 2009. Hey Michael, how you doing? And it has been an incredible journey. But knowing what I know today, I'm gonna tell you, entrepreneurship is not for everyone. Number one. Number two, starting your own business that is going to do $1 million in sales is also not for everyone. I hear a lot of people, they talk about, well, that he's growing taller than you, right? I hear a lot of people that talk about just wanting to be able to produce, you know, incredible results and success. And so a lot of what I've learned along the way in regards to leadership is that leadership is not easy. So today, long story short, I've got a lot of great events that are coming up, a lot of book launches, workshops, conferences, and a lot of this is on me. The responsibility is on me. I have to pay for all of this stuff on top of being able to pay for my livelihood. And so, you know, while we're making a lot of great income, on top of paying out commissions and paying out everything, there's so much that is on my back. And a lot of times when I wake up in the morning, I think to myself, is it even worth it? Is it worth it? Because I could be one of these entrepreneurs that just only focus on selling these little cheap products or services or whatever like that is, and they don't really provide events and do events, and that's honestly something that I've considered doing, like just stepping back from doing these events. And I've literally considered doing it because it can become very stressful doing a lot of these conferences and workshops and people not really understanding or respecting what it is that you do. Understanding or respecting why it is that you do. I've also come to learn that it is not my responsibility as a leader to make people understand why you do what you do. I get titled as a lot of different things too, being a leader in this space. And now, if you were to ask me would I change it? No, because I feel like this was made for me. So I want y'all to understand, I'm not telling y'all I would never change my journey. But for some people that say that they want to be in a space of leadership or a space of, you know, having a 6-figure, 7-figure business, there's a lot of stuff that people do not share on social media that takes place behind the scenes. In order to run a company that pays out a lot of income, especially if you're dealing in a space where you're working with a lot of emotional people, it's hard. And I'm just, right now, I'm at a point where I just need to take a step back because I have been working so hard, you guys. And I'm so grateful that I'm blessed to have so many authors that we're producing, so many people who are writing books, but it is kind of getting stressful. And so when I get into these spaces where I get really stressed out, I've tried to outsource and bring people on and things of that nature. But it still gets really stressful. You know what I'm saying? Like, because people are emotional and people have their own lives going on and people have other situations. And so it ain't always just about what Taria is trying to do in Taria's business. And so when I get into these positions, one of the things I have to do is I have to start focusing on not the negatives, but the positives. What are the positive things that are going on right now in my life? So when I do feel stressed, that it allows the stress to come down. Hey, Amanda, how you doing? Hey, love. So like when somebody gets an attitude with me or gets upset because of how the way that I run my business, then I have to think to myself, okay, is that my fault or is that something I should not concern myself with? Yes, darling. Right? Or let's say a customer is upset about something. Is that my fault or is that something that's with them? Camille, you said, can I please stop messaging your damn phone? Somebody has an attitude. All you got to do is just type in stop or something like that. But yeah, Camille, I'm glad you took the time to jump up here. So this is another situation like when I work so hard and you get people like a Camille Moore who gets on your YouTube and cusses you out. And I mean, when I say I work hard, y'all, I work hard. And so I'm sorry if she doesn't like these are the things that stress me out sometimes because I work so hard to try to help people. And yes, I do charge for services. Yes, I do charge for products. But, you know, because that's my livelihood. You know, you can't expect to get things for free. And then you have somebody that gets on your live and says, please stop texting my damn phone when, you know, I mean, I'm sorry. I apologize that you were on the list. I'll make sure, though. Right now, this is what I'm going to do, Camille. I'm going to make sure I find your name literally right now and remove you from the list. So you'll never be contacted from me again. But yeah, so again, I just, you know, a lot of people talk about how they want to be able to have certain successes in business. You want to be able to make a lot of money. But what people don't ever share, they never really share the stuff that takes place behind the scenes. The stuff when, you know, when you're left by yourself, like, you know, and it has become one of those situations where I think about the bigger that we grow, the more challenges that we'll have. The bigger that we'll grow, we'll have more people like Camille cussing me out. You know, the bigger that we grow, we'll have more people. I remember at one time, guys, I had somebody that had kept on creating all these fake Instagram accounts. And every time I would put a post, would put all this negative stuff about what we were doing. When in retrospect, when I think about it, I think about all the people who were having success, all the people who were having books come out, all the people who were doing great things. And it's easy for people to say, don't stress about it. But until you've been in this position and understand what goes on behind the scenes, it's very difficult to comment because y'all don't know. Like, it's tough. It's tough. But like I was saying, when I do get into those positions and I feel the stress coming on, what I do is I do my best to focus on the positive. So I don't let someone like Camille, because I'm going to keep saying her name because she took the time to get on here to say, stop texting my damn phone, when she could have just simply sent an email or something simple. It's okay. But what I do is I do my best to focus on the positives. What did you just say? The positives. I think about, you know, like Shawana, who just came out with her book, and she was telling me about all the great things that are taking place, right? Oh yeah, people will definitely start, Misty, people will definitely start to lash out on you on social media. Think about it. Think about anybody. And this is the thing. If you don't have people that disagree with you, then you are doing something wrong, right? If you don't have people disagreeing with you, if you don't, because you're not in the business of pleasing everybody. And that's one thing I know for a fact. I'm not in the business of pleasing everybody. And in order to be a leader, like, you know, sometimes people get upset because of the way that I lead, but most people don't pay the bills that I pay. Most people are not responsible for the people that I'm responsible for. And so, no problem, Camille. Look, girl, you just nailed an example. I'm just sharing because you're not the only one who probably says certain things like that to other people, not really thinking. And I'm sure, like you said, I was joking, I guess. But definitely not a scam. I'm definitely not a scammer. But the key is, guys, that we gotta always remember that there are real people behind all of this stuff. There are real people that are working hard. There are real people that, you know, every single day. When I say I love what I do, though, but there are certain situations that do kind of put a stress on me. Like, I was doing something today, and I don't even want to go into detail, but all I can tell you is that somebody just really responded in a way that I was like, man. So what do we got to do? What do we have to do? Again, like I was saying, guys, we got to focus on the positive, because everything about business is not always going to be great. Everybody's not going to always say stuff the way that we want it. And what we also must do, guys, is we must also remember that every single person has a life going on. Outside of what is portrayed on social media, every single person that we are in contact with, they've got all types of drama going on. They've got all types of backgrounds going on. They have all types of stuff. We all have it. And so I do my best to try to stay focused. You know, even going back to the example where, you know, I did a YouTube the other day talking about my tire falling off and rolling off and stuff. And I just, instead of me having a whole situation, like, I try to take into consideration the fact that, number one, I'm alive. Even though everybody that I know was like, that's a major dealership. Like, you should have tried to get some money out the situation. And that's just not my personality. I know God has a bigger calling on my life. But I was thinking about, well, what was the person going through that maybe messed it up? And I try to do my best at looking at situations for the positive and not reacting. So anyways, while it says I'm stressed, I want y'all to know that I'm still very blessed. I'm still very grateful. I know that for a fact that I am going to impact millions of people in this world. But even on the process of impacting millions of people, there are going to be several thousands of people who will not like me. There are going to be several thousands of people who will not agree with me. There are going to be several thousands of people who will try to attack me. And I just stay grateful for the millions that will be impacted. So I just wanted to get up here and share just hopefully a little bit of motivation to you guys that are out here in the grind, out here in the hustle, out here doing what you do, and let you know that, you know, don't forget the reason why you're doing this. Don't forget the reason for the season. And always remember that every single person, every one of us, has challenges that are going on. Every single one of us have disappointments that are taking place. Every single one of us have setbacks. We all have situations right now that we're dealing with our families and with our friends. And so I just do my best as I grow older to think about those situations and keep on pushing forward. So I don't know. Hopefully this helps somebody. I got to get ready to pack because I'm going to, like I told y'all, to Columbus. Well, I'm flying into Atlanta tomorrow, and then I'll be going into Columbus. Teresa Wright is, she's doing an event in Columbus, Georgia on Saturday that I have to attend. And then I'll be back in Houston on Sunday, darling. We've got a lot of work to do. I've got a book launch coming up on next Saturday, another one on the Saturday after that, and then another one on the Saturday after that. We've got a lot going on. But yeah, thank you so much, Misty, Eleanor. Thank you for being here. Michael, Amanda, Jay. Let's see, who else? Camille. Thank you so much for Juras. I hope that's what I said. Yeah, look, the haters gonna pop up everywhere, darling. Latanya, hey Latanya, thank you so much. Haters gonna pop up anywhere. She said I had a hate at church, child. That'd be the worst, right? Church folk, child. You gotta watch out for the church folk. But yeah, just remember, whenever you do have haters, whenever you have people that or whatever, they may not even be a hater. They just got shit going on with them. That's not your problem. You know, remember this, what people think about you, what people say about you, that is absolutely none of your business. All you got to do is stay focused on what it is that you're trying to do. Everybody not supposed to understand why you do the stuff the way you do it. If they understood, then they would be you. All right. So with that said, holla. Love y'all. Deuces.